not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, what's up? Spads here again with another video together with Biyahe ni Ivan right there. Welcome back to the channel. Siyempre today we are back in the beautiful Tatlong Pulo here in Guimaras. Today it's not a travel video. We are gonna be discussing the gears right here that we use every time we go out and explore. We're gonna discuss all the beginner gears that you should get, especially moto camping by the beach. Okay, so let's go. Okay guys, so in this video, we're just gonna run through everything or every gear that we have when we go camp. We're just gonna go ahead and give you a short, simple description why we use it, why it's a good beginner gear for you guys if you're gonna go camping. Okay, so from here, if nakikita nyo sa likod, ayan yung mga gears namin nakalatag lahat. Everything that you can see in the back, including all the tables and the coffeeware that we have, we're gonna discuss it to you guys. Kasi if you notice, we have a lot of coffee making videos. We like coffee every time that we go on hiking, beach camping, or exploring. The first gear that we're gonna discuss is the most important is the tent. There are a lot of types of tents that you can choose. The one that I use right there sa likod ni Ivan is a dome type tent. So mine is actually a 4-season tent. So meaning, pwede siya if the weather is windy, if it's summer, if grabe yung init, well ventilated yung tent na yan. And then at the same time, if it's rainy, it can withstand heavy rains. And then at my back right here, this is actually the tent of Ivan right here. So Ivan, can you tell me more about your tent?
Bale, ito tadpole tent ang tawag dito. So same din. Merong ilang season na tent na pwedeng gamitin, just like a car, 4-season, or mas lower na maka-withstand siya with weather na maulan, mainit, malamig if nasa bundok. And usually pag nasa bundok ka naman, usually itong ginagamit na tent, yung tadpole tent.
The brand that I'm using right there is actually Nature Hike. It's a 2-person tent. There are variants for 4 persons or more. Let's discuss poles na ginagamit ng tent. So, when you buy a tent, make sure that you check, kasi may description naman yan, what type of poles that they use. Make sure that you have quality poles, and we could recommend aluminum poles. Second thing is yung tela or the fabric that the tent is used. Those cheap ones that I mentioned earlier, beach tents, or the type of silk that they use is actually thinner. When there's a heavy rain, it actually seeps through, tumutulo siya. So make sure that your tent is rainproof. Go after for the brands that, you know, can withstand those types of scenario. Yung tents na yan, they have actually layers inside, which is like a mosquito net. That's the first layer. And then the second layer, it's actually a waterproof cloth or silk, so that whenever it's gonna rain, it's not gonna go inside to where you're sleeping. Okay, so other than that, Ivan actually uses a tarpaulin or a tarp. You can actually cover this over the tent. Make sure that you consider the size and weight of the tent as well, kasi syempre if you're gonna go ahead and explore, adventure, you have to carry it as a luggage. So if the beach is, you know, medyo malayo siya, it's a long way from the land where you're gonna park your motorcycle, you have a very big tent and it's very heavy, so uncomfortable ka, it's gonna weigh you down. So make sure that you consider that as well. That's the only details that we have for the tents. Okay, so mine is Nature Hike Brown Trekker. Brown Trekker is actually a local brand here in the Philippines, so if you want to support local brands, check them out. Okay, we are not paid for this video, so it's our own experience, honest opinion for using these gears. So ayan, that's for our tent. Ito yung itsura ng ng bag ng tent niya. So pwede ko lang siyang malagay sa sa backpack ko or sa bag. So I have the bag right there. I'm gonna discuss that to you later kung ano yan. Okay, so we're done with the tent. When you're inside the tent, syempre, comfort mo when you are sleeping. Okay, so that's why we have here. This is actually a sleeping bag. Very small siya, if nakikita nyo. If you're gonna disassemble this and then lay it out, it's gonna cover your whole body. This is very vital for your survivability and comfort as well. Kasi hindi mo malalaman if you're sleeping at night and then all of the sudden the temperature goes down. So you need this. It's like a blanket to you, pero covered yung buong katawan mo.
Pumasok sa loob.
Oh, pwede kang pumasok sa loob. It will trap the heat of your body para at least insulated ka sa loob. I would suggest to buy a small one because there are actually sleeping bags that are large which have foams. Those are actually big ones. I have that. Medyo bulky siya, so it's very hard to pack it in the bag and then carry it kasi malaki. So I would suggest this one, okay? A must for beginner campers right here. Also, this is actually brown trekker as well. It's a local brand, so it's the same with the brand of Ivan's tent. And the reason why ayoko, I don't want those very bulky sleeping bags because of this. This is another item that I prefer. It's actually an inflatable bed. Okay, this is just 300 pesos. I bought from China. You put this on your back, it inflates, it protects your back from stones, whatever surface that you pitch your tent. You're gonna be comfortable when you sleep. So make sure that you check this out. This is actually not a branded one. The Nature Hike inflatable beds ranges from around 1,000 pesos. I don't know what's that converted into dollars. It really does come a long way for your comfort when you sleep.
Protection sa likod, sa lamig.
Yan.
From the ground.
Yes.
So, maliban sa ground sheet, inflatable bed.
Inflatable bed.
Okay, plus
This one, the sleeping bag. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so maybe you're asking what about pillows? Me personally, I don't use pillows, but Ivan right here, he has actually a pillow right here. Small pillow lang, just to elevate your head. This is actually used on cars. You can use that. It's just a small one. But for me, I just use my clothes to put on my head just to elevate it when I sleep. Okay, so option for pillows, you can have inflatable pillows. I actually ordered a inflatable pillow online. It hasn't arrived yet during this video, so it's actually Nature Hike as well. Okay. So enough of that. Ayan lang yung yung gears na ginagamit namin for sleeping inside the tent. And then we're gonna move on to our luxury items. If you can see right there, kita nyo yan, yung inupuan na Ivan. If you're gonna pack that in your bag, it actually looks like this. So very small item, pero it comes a long way kasi katulad namin, medyo we're old and we need to support our backs, especially me. Ayan. As you can see in our videos, we always use this when we just sit down and enjoy the view. It really comes a long way. It's very comfortable, very compact, easy to assemble, and very strong. Yes. Salo talaga yung puwet. We use it every time we go hiking, beach. Okay, so first luxury item. And then your second luxury item namin, ayan, nakikita nyo sa likod, is the collapsible table. Okay? Ito yung itsura. Medyo kalakihan lang. Ayan. Pero it comes a long way if nakikita nyo sa may beach, 'di ba? If we are cooking or something, okay, pumpasok yung buhangin sa mga utensils namin. So, we have that table right there to elevate our food or our coffee so that, the elements on the ground won't go inside our coffee or our food. Okay, speaking of food, the gears that we use for our food is this. This is where we burn our food. This is actually a very good burner right here kasi ito, you can actually adjust this one. We prefer to use this because pwede mo siyang ganinin. You can do that, and then the heat just stays inside. So if you are boiling water, it actually boils very fast, and at the same time, if you are up in the mountain, it's very windy, hindi siya sa stop ng hangin kasi may protection siya na ganito. Okay, so check it out. This is just a cheap one. It's 300 pesos. I bought this online. Next thing is actually your cook set right here. Ito yung cook set natin. Yan, kompleto yan. We use this for boiling of water. It has an handle. And then for frying, you have this. We also have this one, the tin mugs for coffee. And then we have the coffee presser right here. And tapos eto yung ginagamit namin pang grind ng beans. Okay, and then you can just buy this on your local shop. This is actually very handy. We have coffee, the coffee bean, and then sugar. You can just clip it on the bottom. Yan. So that hindi siya kalat-kalat sa loob ng bag. Okay, so ayan. Okay guys, so the next thing that we're gonna discuss is actually our kikay kit, or the bags that we use for, you know, for our clothes, toiletries right there. Okay, and then the next one is actually the very important. This is actually our bag for our electronics, chargers, everything. Okay, so let's discuss muna for our clothes right here. We prefer to use this, or I prefer to use this kasi it holds up all your clothes inside, tapos it prevents it from mixing with other stuffs in our bag. So sa loob nito, partition din yung mga clothes dyan. It's actually see-through so that you won't have difficulty opening it up and then checking for the stuff that you have inside. You can easily just glance and check it. Okay, and then as you can see sa likod, ayan, medyo waterproof din siya. The very important thing is that you have to pack light. The first mistake that we have as campers or explorers is to bring towels. The normal towels that we have, those are really
bulky.
Yes. Ivan actually advised me to change my towel for the first time. He actually recommended me this. This is a microfiber cloth. It serves really well as your towel.
Sasak na kagad yung water.
Yes.
Mabilis.
Very efficient on absorbing water. At the same time, very small lang siya. It's like a handkerchief. For the clothes, as you can see, I have it packed on Ziplocs, just a prevention whenever you're ulan, something like that. Okay, and you don't have to open that kasi may brief yan. It actually varies kung ano yung prefer nyo. I prefer to Ziploc everything for me kasi when you are hiking or beach camping, you have wet clothes when you go swimming. At the same time, when you're hiking sa mountain, you have wet clothes kasi maulanan kayo. You have to separate your wet and your dry clothes. So, make sure that you
organized
have
talaga
that.
si Carl.
Yes.
Merong reserve, merong next
day.
Pero pag nasa bundok ka, yung reserve tsaka next day.
Pareho lang. The next thing, this is actually very basic. That's our toiletries. So I have medicines, wet wipes. Wet wipes comes a long way sa mga travel. You have to get that one. Also, Ivan recommends to get organic wet wipes.
Yes. Actually, pag nasa bundok ka, yung wet wipes hindi advisable. But if merong wet wipes talaga nyo gustong dalhin para for like before ka matulog, magki-clean ka ng katawan, make sure na dadalhin nyo kaagad baba ng bundok. And wag kakalat-kalat yung mga nagamit na.
Yes. One scenario is when we went up on the mountain, the water is really far and it's not really available, so hindi ka makapaligo. So wet wipes really comes a long way. It's really comfortable when you wipe yourself before matulog kasi komportable ka. You feel clean. It's really important. Make sure that you bring medicines in your trips.
Yun.
Okay, so basic medicines for diarrhea,
sakit sa ulo,
yan.
sakit sa katawan.
Yes.
Yun.
And syempre kami, matanda na, high blood. Okay, so lastly, we have the organizer for the electronics right here. This one is really big. This is okay for beach camping kasi you don't have to walk or trek. But for mountain hiking, we don't use this. I just, you know, minimize everything. 2-layer siya. Okay, nakikita nyo, ayan. First layer, the cords, batteries, and everything else. And then yung second layer, ayan, lahat ng cameras nandyan sa loob. And then we have the power bank right here. It's actually a custom-made power bank.
Yun.
Kasi this one is very handy. You have all the types of cords already. Okay. And then, syempre, ano siya, you have all the sockets right here. Okay, so it's very flexible. If you know nakalimutan mo yung mga cords mo or something, it's really good. I'm gonna link it in the description kung saan ko pinagawa niyan. Actually, yes. I really support that kasi local made yan. This is local made.
Wala kang makikita.
Oh, this is actually all-in-one kasi if you can see, it's actually a wireless charging as well. So if your phone have that capability, maganda siya, all-in-one na talaga. So I'm gonna link in the description or you can order through me. This is certified 40 mAh power bank. Yes. So meron dyan, if you buy online, scam ka, sabi 40 mAh, tapos isang charge yan lang. Wala na. Okay. So, next item on our list, or the last item, syempre, all of this, we're gonna pack it into one bag. We have actually two options. The one that I use and then the one that Ivan uses. Okay, let's discuss what Ivan uses. This is just for beach camping, okay? We're gonna create another video for mountain hiking or mountaineering bags. Okay, Ivan, tell us more about the
Actually,
bag.
this one, custom made siya. Mesh bag ang tawag dito. And then you can put everything, lahat-lahat na. If ever na naka-pack na siya, pa isa-isa, pasok ka lang lahat sa loob and everything's wala, okay na. So, simple.
Yes, and it's very cheap
Very
as
cheap
well.
as well. Makita mo lahat-lahat kasi nga mesh.
Oh.
So,
That's the good thing about the mesh bag, because you can see everything, so you don't have to open it up, check for everything, and then you just can easily check in a first glance or a one glance.
actually, pag ganito, usually ito talaga dinadala ko pag nasa beach ka. Makita mo lahat. But make sure na naka-separate pa isa-isa yung mga important gamit nyo. And then, naka-seal siya if ever na maulan or pag nabasa, pag lumalakad ka sa beach, pag nalaglag. So, dapat naka-ziplock o may protection yung mga gamit niya.
Yes.
Yun. Everything is here.
One also recommendation or an advice, if you're going for that bag, if you don't have, like for example, money to buy ziplocks or everything, you can use trash bag.
Yes.
Put
Plastic.
your clothes. Yes.
Tali nyo lang.
So for me, this is actually a luxury bag, pero I highly recommend this for Moto campers. Okay, this is actually a Moto Wolf. This is a 60-liter dry bag. So eto, lahat-lahat nakita nyo, yung tent, sleeping bags, electronics, everything, lahat-lahat yan, cooking set, stove, dito ko nilalagay. This is actually around 2,400 online. I bought this online and it's really quality. Everything inside is not gonna get wet. You can use this as a floating device. It has a deflator here, and then ayan yung itsura niya sa loob. So ayan. As you can see, I have like a strip of box paper here on the end, kasi I use this to flatten everything when I mount it on the motorcycle. So I would recommend, if you would like to pack everything all in one, I recommend this, the Moto Wolf 60 liters dry bag. It comes in different colors. It also have reflectors as well, so that during night time, if you are mounting it on the back, other vehicles can see you. Okay, so I'm not gonna go ahead and give you a lot of details about this. You can check all the details online so that you can choose, okay? Okay, so if you're gonna use this, syempre, it's very hard to mount it on your motorcycle. So the next item that I'm gonna show you is this one. This is actually, I forgot what these are called, but these are
Locks.
straps for your bags. This is very secure, so I would recommend you getting this one. It's really cheap. It's 100 pesos. Pinapasok lang yan dyan. Okay. You can actually see these contraptions sa mga container vans, nagdadala ng malalaking karga. Naka-strap to, pero large version sila. So all you have to do is just do this, and then pag okay na and everything is secured, to lock it, you just have to pull. Yan. So ayan lang yung mechanism niya, and as you can see, nagta-tighten. Yan. So it actually secures your luggage on the back of the bike. Actually, Ivan uses this when he opts out of not bringing a tent and just bringing his hammock or yung duyan niya. Ginagamit niya to. So if you can just imagine how the build of Ivan is really big and tall, and this actually can withstand him. It will actually support him. Buy two. This is actually 99 pesos online. You can just order this. Okay, it comes a long way. And then syempre, magagamit nyo to. You can use this when you are strapping down your tents. You can use this to hang or dry your clothes on the beach, or when you're trekking on the mountain. So it's very useful check this out. So, ayan. That's it for our Moto camping by the beach or camping gear list for 2022. I hope you learned a thing or two on the beginner gears that you're gonna choose, okay? That's it for us. Make sure that you follow Biyahe ni Ivan or just follow the hashtag Biyahe ni Ivan, okay? And also my channel, Spads YouTube, and then follow our social media accounts as well, okay? Spads in Facebook. We also have our Instagram where we upload all the photos that we take on our trips. That's it for this video. Until next time, ride safe, travel more, and we'll see you on the next video, okay? Bye.